Hello, Kelsey Taylor here. Welcome to our movie review. Now, this week's review, I'm going to review a movie that I've gotten for Christmas, and I didn't think I've seen it before. However, after watching this, like, earlier this week or last week, something like that, I realized I have not seen it before. Now, many of you probably remember this movie, and I'll ask a little question about it at the end. I'm going to be talking about The Pagemaster, which was a film that came out in 1994 starring Macaulay Culkin and Christopher Lloyd. And it's basically like, it's mostly like an animated film. And the last part and the beginning parts of the film are live action. And the majority is animation, like really good hand-drawn animation, but I'll get into that later. Basically, Macaulay Culkin plays a kid who's pretty much lives on statistics. Like, basically, he's afraid of everything. He's always afraid of getting hurt, and you know, like, pretty much doesn't want to do much anything. Well, one day he had to go to the store to get some nails because he was like building a tree house. No, his father was building a tree house for him, but he's afraid to go in it. Basically, he's sent to the store to get some nails for it. And on his way there, there's a huge thunderstorm, and Macaulay Culkin goes into the library for shelter, and he comes across a librarian played by Christopher Lloyd, and basically, like, how do I explain? This is where it gets to the animation part. Macaulay Culkin ends up in an animated world, and this is where he becomes animated, and Christopher Lloyd also plays the Pagemaster. Like, basically, Macaulay Culkin's on the journey to basically encounter his fears, or encounter, like, the worlds of, like literally legends, like, encountering literally legends, like, of Moby Dick, Treasure Island, and, as well as a fire-breathing dragon. And he's accompanied by, like, 3 books, voiced, like, one is Adventure, voiced by Patrick Stewart, the other one, Fantasy, voiced by Whoopi Goldberg, and Horror, voiced by, Frank Walker. It's just basically just him conquering his fears, trying to get out of the literary world. Like, the plot's kind of tough to explain. This movie's like basically fine. Like I said, I never watched it growing up as a kid. Like, this is not one of those movies that left a huge impact on me. And I felt like if I saw this movie as a kid, maybe I did parts of it and then lost interest or something. I don't know. Like, there's some parts that didn't make sense, or some parts that are kind of weird, or some plot holes that I don't know. Like this movie overall is okay. I mean, I'm glad I saw it. I think this movie was made, like, at the point of Macaulay Culkin's popularity. Of course, the good movie he did, like, 2 good movies he did, were Home Alone 1 and 2. I mean, like, that is everybody's favorite Macaulay Culkin film, right? Home Alone. And the other movies after that, like, it's not that he did a terrible job in it. It's just, I guess he was given, like, a weak script to work with or something. Like this movie's, like I said, it's not bad. It has, like, great hand-drawn animation, which is almost better than the movie itself. And the music, composed by the late James Horner, is great as well. Christopher Lloyd as the librarian is very entertaining. I mean, it's Christopher Lloyd. Any role he's in, you know, can be very entertaining, and you know, he's a very funny actor as well. And, like, I think kids nowadays may like this movie fine. However, there may be some that may get bored with it. Like maybe this will be, I don't know, or maybe it could be a little scary for kids. Like, it could be, like, interesting introduction for some literary tales, like Treasure Island, Moby Dick, and, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I forgot to mention that. But, I don't know. Like, this was, like, worth watching. Like, if you've never seen this, like, this one's okay. I mean, I would watch it again, but it's not technically a favorite. However, I'd be very interested to hear what you think of this movie if you grew up with it. Maybe it left a huge impact on you. You got more interested in it. Or maybe it didn't left a huge impact on you at all, and you were pretty bored by this movie. But, it is definitely worth watching. Like I said, it's not the best. It's not perfect. There's plenty of flaws with this, but I don't know. This one's okay, I guess. The animation looks absolutely great, and yeah, like mainly the voice actors did okay job in this, and Christopher Lloyd is pretty fun as always. Macaulay Culkin, no, he's trying there, but if you want to watch a good movie, then go watch Home Alone. So anyway, that's my review of The Pagemaster. Just my opinion on this film as somebody who didn't grow up with this movie. I was very happy that I at least saw it once, but it's not a great movie and probably not one of my favorites, like I said. But it wasn't wasting my time. Just looking at pretty hand-drawn animation that we don't see anymore is a plus. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna catch you guys next time. Adios.